welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
A strong running to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. From the 33, here's second down and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught, it's Woods. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And when you watch him trot onto the field, you just think to yourself, he looks like a quarterback. All the talent in the world. Running, throwing, physical presence. The though, has to get his completion percentage up to league standards because he was under 50% in 2024. If he puts it all together and reaches his full potential, he's going to be dynamite.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He'll take it at the 42. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 46 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Escapes the defender. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Richardson to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Richardson looking to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now Austin. Oh, what a move. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw this. A short one there, caught by Warren.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson to throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Austin. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack.
And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Keanu Benton, his 2nd sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Now a 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. No no choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next.